Good morning, guys. Hope everyone's good. Welcome back to another session of NQ. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Mine was pretty nice. We have some really crazy weather here, though, at the moment. So we are stuck indoors because of the rain on the floods, which is pretty crazy for this country. Hello, Paige. How are you doing? Welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Right. Let's talk markets, guys. Let's talk markets. As you can see, we've had a massive pump. And that's because Trump put out a tweet that there's a 5-day ceasefire, something along those lines. He's not going to be striking the energy facilities of Iran. So we got a huge pump on a 5-day ceasefire. So this market's looking for an excuse to pump. Oil has taken a nosedive on the back of that news. Gold is pumping as well. Have a look at this. Look at gold, guys. This is crazy. It fell all the way down to 4,100 and it's just pumped on that tweet. Look at the pump on that tweet. That's crazy. That's a crazy move. So if you bought the bottom on gold, you're already up 10%, which is wild. All right. Oil collapsed all the way down to 84. Which is wild as well, but it's now obviously regaining some traction. But still uncertain. Trump changes his mind every other day, so I'm not really trusting this move. It doesn't mean the move won't last. It just means this is not the beginning of a new bull phase until there's a complete ceasefire in all this. So we can't rely on just one good piece of news in this war. We'll need to see a complete ceasefire, okay, to start new bull phase. I don't think we start new bull phase until this war is completely over, because this is causing massive global headwinds, and it's not good at all. Let me just put this on. Get the paper trading account going, so just so you guys can see the positions. All right. So really, this phase of consolidation, you can call it a bull flag. You want to see this phase actually holding up if we're going to see continuation higher today. Otherwise, this could be the high of the day, guys, already. The market could have put in higher the days already. Okay. Because if we look on the volume profile, we've got double distribution. Okay, so we've got massive roll single prints here. Okay, this is a massive area of imbalance. If the market starts trading inside here, it's likely to come down. It's very unlikely to fill this imbalance and then go and make a new high today. Okay, doesn't mean it can't do it tomorrow, but it's very unlikely. And the market trades inside this imbalance, fills it, and then makes a new high today. Okay. Nonetheless, we should still be looking for trades here, for bounces to the upside. I'm not looking for any shorts. I'm looking for longs only, especially with this type of news that we've just had. I am looking for longs only. Okay. I caught small. Wow. Amazing, Paige. That's great. I bet you did well on that one. Okay. So if we look at the STPO, this is the single prints here. It goes all the way up to where we just bounced off from here. Okay. So, what's up, K-Doc? How are you, brother? All right, so I do have some levels here. Um, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? I did have a level. What level was I looking at? I think it was this one, yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. You can see how well these levels are getting respected right now. Let me just take off this. You can just see it. Even with this pump and retrace, look at the respect on these levels, right? Previous week value area low, respect, pump. Previous week LVN, respect, pump. Previous week value area low, pump, right? So these levels are getting really well respected. I want to see I move down to here on some support, and then we move higher. If we lose this level and we take out this low and we start trading within this imbalance, it's likely not going to make a new all-time high, new high, daily high today. Okay. What's up, Liam? Van Rensburg's in the house. So if this low's lost, I am looking for a trade down here at this naked LVN. Is a very, very strong level. We have a massive gamma level on it as well. Okay. A really big gamma level. So I'm that's my level. I'm looking for this. I'm more interested in this level here, the 230s, rather than this one. I need to see some confirmation in the order flow for me to be taking a trade at the 380s. Okay. I won't take the trade if I see some really heavy move to the downside. I will not take it. I need to see something on the order flow to convince me to take a long on this on this pivot here. Okay. But if this is lost, we stay flat until we get to 230. All right, so that's the plan. Let's see what happens. What happened, K-Doc? What happened to Arsenal, bro? You got smashed yesterday. Man, you were so shit. Bottle jobs again, eh? You got smashed, bro. I can't believe it. It's alright, says K-Dog. Yeah, bro. Arsenal, they wanted to do the quadruple. They haven't won a single trophy in fucking decades, but they're talking about quadruple. Right. This is also going to be a pretty good level too. 270s. It's going to be a support level as well. There's a lot of gamma exposure in here, so I think we're going to find a lot of support today. All right. Okay, we're open, guys. We're open. This guy's crazy. All right. All right, half cup today is going to be support on QQQ. Check SPY. SPY also half cup will be support today. All right. S&P. All right. Market's trying to support this at this gamma line here. Yeah, you can see it's a pretty big bounce from it. Liam is a funny guy, bro. I'm still flat, waiting. We have a very undecisive open so far. But very, very careful with your trades today because there's going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth with the news today. So, yeah, as soon as you get your TP and the, you know, I don't think it's worth holding any, holding runners or anything like that today. You get your profit, you take it and move on. You got to adapt to the market that we're in because there's tweets left, right, and center. It's just not really worth holding your trade. Set your TP and take your profit. That's it. Get in and out. In and out is the best way in this market right now. I don't think there's any need to be holding any. I'm not, me certainly, I'm not looking for monsters. All right. I'm going to be looking for 50, 60, 70 points at maximum, maybe. And getting out. Especially if you trade in the afternoon. That's when he starts, like, you know, mostly all the tweets come around then. VIX is falling as well. That's a good sign for the market. We want to see it keep collapsing under this midpoint. Okay, 22. We want to see the market under 22. If we get under 22, it means traders are more risk on. Okay, it means they are closing hedges in the market. All right. Iran released a lot of info saying we are not looking for peace. You dug your own. Yeah, I know. Don't blame them. These guys think they can just go into other people's countries and just, you know, start dictating shit. It's just not on. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's got a nice move to the upside. Bitcoin fell all the way down to 67. It's a big fall on Bitcoin, man. This fucking asset's just, yeah, it's not very good at the moment. Gold is respecting a 15-minute demand zone. Yeah. I don't really trade gold, but I just like to keep a lookout on it. If there's any long-term opportunities on gold, I'll take it. But right now, I'm not looking to invest in gold at the moment. For me, I want to see. Let's have a look at this. I want to see a proper move to the downside. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. Look at that wick on the weekly. Yeah, I want to see this RSI down here on gold before I attempt to buy this thing. Back towards these levels, you know. Oversold. If the weekly becomes oversold, I'll look to play it. Maybe we get a cleaner. Yeah. Yeah, the weekly. So if it comes down into the 30s, I'll be looking to probably dollar cost average into it for the long term. Silver, I'm not touching. This is just going down. I predicted this thing is going to fall down to about 50, I think. I'm trading in a range between 50 and 70 for a few years before collapsing down into 20s again, into like 25, in my opinion. Let's see. So Ramadan is over as well, which is good news. I don't have to get off the computer or get off the stream to open the fast. And Q's trying to pump right now. Really nice move to the upside. Yeah, if bulls want to maintain it, they need to maintain market structure here. You don't want to, if they want to make a new high, they want to make a new daily high. They've got to keep this low protected, in my opinion. So I think the prompt was premature. Yeah. Well, Iran, I think they're denying the peace talks. I pull back to pencil in 4 rate cuts. Fed's Miran said. Policy outlook remains for rate cuts. Okay. ATRs are massive. Yeah, it's a big range today, guys, so be very careful with your sizing, all right? It's a huge range. How big was that Trump pump, by the way? Wow. Almost 900 points. That's fucking insane. Damn. Yeah, it's not going to be easy selling this market today. Okay, it's not going to be easy for the bears to get down. Because investors, they're just looking for an excuse. Yeah, whoever caught that's having a great week. They probably can just sign off now and just not trade for the rest of the week. I wish that was me. RTY is pumping as well today. What about the Dow Jones? Okay. Is that an official correction? Not yet. What about NDX? This is delayed data. Let's have a look. Not official, no. Yeah. I think Trump's speaking. Is he talking right now? I think Trump's talking, right? Just a sec.
Say perfectly. I would say that if they carry through with that, it'll end that problem, that conflict, and I think it'll end it very, very substantially. We have very much in mind our partners in the Middle East. We've had great relationships with a lot of them, as you know. A lot of them were surprisingly hit, and I was surprised to see it, and so was everyone else. But we have
Surprised to see it.
very much in mind.
It's fucking absolute nonsense.
So the
What do you mean you're surprised to see the Middle East hit? What do you think they were going to do?
They want very much to make it.
They obviously can't reach America, so they're going to hit the nearest thing they can. That's American.
It's very hard to find a country. It's very hard for them to get out, I guess. But we'll at some point very, very soon meet. We're doing a 5-day period. We'll see how that goes. And if it goes well, we're going to end up with settling this. Otherwise, we'll just keep bombing our little hearts out. A top person, don't forget. We've wiped out the leadership phase 1, phase 2, and largely phase 3. But we're dealing with the man who I believe is the most respected and the leader. It's a little tough. They've wiped out everybody.
It's not wiped out everybody.
No, not the Supreme Leader.
It's a theater.
Well, nobody's ever
Absolute joke.
heard of the second Supreme Leader, the Son. We have not heard from the Son. Every once in a while you see a statement made, but we don't know if he's living. But the people that seem to be running it, and they seem that based on really fact, because things they've said have taken place. Again, because I don't want him to be killed. Okay, I don't want him to be killed. Nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants that job right now. You know, nobody's exactly looking forward to being the head of that particular country. But perhaps we'll be able to solve that problem.
I don't agree with that at all.
Sir, you deployed ISIS. You're doing a very good job. You're not doing a good job. Did you hear me? Okay, go ahead.
Wow. You just embarrassed the fucking news reporter.
We're looking for all of the things that we've been talking about. We want to see no nuclear bomb, no nuclear weapon, not even close to it, low key on the missiles. We want to see peace in the Middle East. We want the nuclear dust. We're going to want that. And I think we're going to get that. We've agreed to that. Yeah, we've agreed to that. And we want no enrichment. But we also want the enriched uranium.
Wow.
If this happens,
Wow.
it's a great start for Iran to build itself back, and it's everything that we want. And it's also great for Israel, and it's great for the other Middle Eastern countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, all of them, Kuwait, and Bahrain in particular. So it's great for all of them.
You still need $200 million.
It's always nice to have. It's always nice to have. It's a very inflamed world, and the Democrats inflame it. You know, largely the Democrats inflame it. let me just talk about the other. So ICE has done very well. I've requested, now, you know, I'm a big believer that they should be able to wear masks when they go and hunt down, you know, murderers, criminals, and others. But for purposes of the airport, I've requested that they take off the mask. I don't like it for the airport, and I believe they are willing to do that.
Not at the airport, but they need to do it when they're out in the country.
The people coming into the airport, typically speaking, aren't murderers, killers, drug dealers, etc. There may be a few of them, but there aren't many. There are people that want to come into the country, or that people want to leave the country, going to maybe their home country. So I didn't think it was an appropriate look for an airport. I think it's a very appropriate look when they're out on the street trying to find one of the 11,888 murders that Sleepy Joe Biden led into our country.
Last year you gave a $2,000 bonus to Tuesday workers who kept showing up to work for the second. Will you do that again?
Well, it could happen, and it's amazing. There are people that are really, really loyal and great, and it's not easy for them. And this is all caused by the Democrats. And so that, just so you know, all this money was approved. Everything was approved. This is done. The Democrats went in, and they want to have radical left lunatics come into our country. They want to have drug dealers. They want to have murderers come into our country. They want to have open borders, and we're not letting it happen. That's what this is all about. They don't want voter ID. They don't want proof of citizenship. They don't want mail-in ballots. They're so corrupt. What they want, the only thing they want is mail-in ballots. So we also added, as you know, into the Save America Act. And it's called Save America. It's not the Save Act. But we added no transgender utilization of our children and no men in women's sports.
Market right now has no idea what he wants to do.
Do you believe Israel would abide by that agreement?
Good question.
Israel will be very happy with what we have. We just spoke to Israel a little while ago. I think they'll be very happy. This will be peace for Israel, long-term peace, guaranteed peace. If this happens, and you know, I can't guarantee it, but I think it's going to. My life is a deal. That's all I do is deals. My whole life. I think this is something that's going to happen. And why would it happen? So tomorrow morning, sometime their time, we were expected to blow up their largest.
He can't afford to continue this war. He knows it.
Over 10 billion.
He's got the midterms coming up. Oil's going crazy. The economy is not great. They're not adding jobs. They can't afford to keep this war going. They just cannot afford it. Pressure from the Middle Eastern countries. He's under a lot of pressure. He's got to stop this war.
It's got to be a good deal. And it's got to be no more wars, no more nuclear weapons. They're not going to have nuclear weapons anymore. They're agreeing to that.
He's got to hand out some free money to people, man. If he's going to win these elections, eh?
It's very easy.
Because if the American people start to feel this at the gas pump and at the grocery stores, that's when he's going to be under severe pressure at that point. They're going to be like, okay, you're fighting another war in the Middle East for Israel. All right.
And we don't even know if Iran gets that money. Frankly, I think it's very hard for them to get it. But you have ships that are out there that are loaded up with oil. Rather than keep it there, I would rather see it go to the system. Any small amount of money...
He won't what?
It's not going to have any difference in this war. But I want to have the system be lubricated.
No, he can't say that. There is either a war or there isn't. I don't think he can hide that.
I don't think they're getting the money. I could tell
He
you-
can't, because the thing is, he's under a lot of pressure from the Middle East.
Given that'll take some weeks to arrive, if the attention of police is great, it will take
Where
longer.
were you talking?
Well, it's been reported that there were.
Yeah, but the American people are not going to believe that. People are not stupid, man.
Why are they headed there now?
People already know what happened during the Iraq war, you know?
Position.
You guys have already been there before.
Do you really believe I give you that same crazy question? We don't talk about strategy, yeah?
Yeah, he's going to say that. I don't disagree. I think he's definitely going to say that. it's not his fault. But I don't think the American people are that stupid. They're not going to vote for him, for the Republicans during the midterms. He knows that he can't. I don't think he can afford that risk.
The whole thing last night, they gave me a briefing, came in through Joe Biden with his open door policy and his borders are Kamala, who never saw the border.
And there's been a terrorist attack apparently
All the Irish people you see, they all know
in UK today
make one phone call.
on some Jewish ambulances. So there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure. He's under immense pressure right now.
We're taking them
But he did something really stupid, man, by going into this war, in my opinion.
It's a shame. They've hurt our country. Just remember this.
Really big blunder.
Joe Biden and that gang of radical left lunatics, some very smart but radical left and bad ideology, sick people. These people have hurt our country very badly.
Yeah, exactly. He thought it would be Venezuela. I don't know why he thought that. It's crazy.
That they wanted to have, that they wanted to possess. A lot of things are different. I'm not a fan of what Russia's doing either, just so you understand. All right? But it's a lot different. You're talking about a country that has been evil for 47 years. They've been
I don't know why he thought that. The guys, Iran military is massive, bro. It's not a joke.
unexpected.
They have over 1 million soldiers.
Surrounding it. It was not supposed to. Nobody was even thinking about it. But they wanted to take over the Middle East and they wanted to knock out Israel permanently. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have been able to do it. Look, I'm not a fan of the guy. If you look at, and you never cover this, if you look at his truth or whatever he went on, and his X or truth, if you look at his truths or his statements, he was all for everything. All of a sudden, he wasn't. He was a man that I met at Dover. He came and his wife was still. He remarried fairly quickly. His wife was still. And I felt badly for him. He ran.
Yeah, Mark is pumping, guys.
He ran for Congress again and he lost. I said, you know, he's a guy, nice guy, seemed like a very nice guy. I met him. He was pretty heartbroken. But I said, you know, it's a shame. He ran for Congress twice.
Wow, look at Bitcoin.
Give him a job in the White House. Smart. They gave him a job in the White House. And this is what he does to me. You know? Being a nice guy doesn't pay off too much. Think of it. He loses twice in Congress. Ran not very good campaigns. Should have won. But he loses twice. How do I get him? I have my people call him. Because I didn't deal with him for the most part. I saw him a couple of times. But I never dealt with him at all. I had no idea his ideology was left or right. Whatever.
Oh, this is not the pump I was looking for. This is, if bulls want to remain bullish and take out this daily high, they've got to support here. If they lose this pivot, they're cooked. I was looking for a move further down into 378 for a possible long. But, yeah, I missed it. There's still a gamma level big support here as well. So I'm not surprised that they're holding this level. There's going to be a lot of support down here. There's a lot of gamma levels here, so there's going to be support. It's not going to be easy for the bears to just smash this down. It's not going to be easy.
To get publicity, I probably signed up with CNN or maybe signed up with your division of Newsmax. I don't know, but probably signed up with CNN or somebody. But if you look at his tweets, X's, or truths.
I think 24,900 is on the cards though today.
What he said is 100% he agrees with me. All of a sudden he leaves. I never knew he had a problem. Now I hear they're looking at him for leaking. That's possible. But just so you understand, just to put it to rest, he lost.
Just bounce off the resistance, yeah.
He also lost his wife. He's remarried since. He lost his wife. I felt badly for him. So I told my people, reach out to him, give him a job at the White House. This is the thanks I get. Any other questions?
Iran was not an imminent threat, but that's what the intelligence said.
I think it was an imminent threat. I think that Iran, if we didn't bomb them with the B-2 bombers, now that set them back. But if we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks to a month. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it as soon as they got it.
Who believes this shit, man?
Then how can you argue with an imminent threat now?
Oh, we hit them so hard, we obliterated them. But that doesn't mean with the right equipment, you can't dig down and go get it. We don't want that, and we won't have that. But we obliterated that site. They still haven't been able to get it. That was a complete success. But if it wasn't, they would have had, if we didn't hit them, if we didn't use the B-2 bombers, which are unbelievable. We just ordered 22 more of them, modern version, by the way, super modern version. If we didn't hit them with the B-2 bombers, they would have had, within 2 weeks of that attack, that's why we hit them, because we knew they would have had a nuclear weapon. They would have used it on Israel and the entire Middle East.
Overall crime in Memphis is down 43% since you began this task force. Is this a template you think is
Well, what I'm doing today, really, this was a little bit before, set up a couple of weeks ago. This was before we had this situation with Iran take place last night. And by the way, that's just not communicated. When they say, I'm sure they don't mean that. When somebody says, no, I didn't know we were talking last night, and I'm sure they have a lack of communication, which is appropriate considering we blew up, in addition to their Navy, Air Force, every division, their radar, we also blew up all of their anti-aircraft and communication. So they have no telecommunication. So there is a lack of, I would imagine, a lack of coordination.
You're worried about the
Well,
miscommunication.
we think all we can do is think, look, we have numerous leader groups. They've all been killed. Very dangerous position. Khomeini was killed. Khomeini's son is unavailable. Nobody knows what happened to him. I would say they haven't seen
Wow.
him either. Something is going on with him. But regardless, I don't consider him really the leader. But they do have some leaders left. Because we blew up group number 1, group number 2, a lot of group number 3. But we think we have people that are very representative of the country and will do a good job in
Elon Musk is offered to pay TSA workers during this DHS shutdown. Is this something that you're speaking to him about?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Let him do that. And I want to thank ICE because they stepped in so strongly. They'll do great. And if that's not enough, I'll bring in the National Guard. We're not going to have the Democrats destroy our country. These people are the most destructive, sick people, the Democrats. They want, and they're fighting for this. They're fighting for men and women.
I see what we've got on the news front, anyways, later this week.
Everybody go out, give your kid a nice operation, and change the sex of your kid. They're fighting for, no, think of it.
Okay, ADP tomorrow,
You walk into a book,
PMIs on Tuesday.
ask you for identification, they're subject to being arrested.
Nothing really on Wednesday. Jobless claims Thursday as usual.
They should, because
And
the Democrats are being blamed for the
yeah, nothing really, eh?
and it's their fault, and they get it killed. That's why when I announced
Nothing really
about
on the news. So if I put this on
we wanted
high importance, there's nothing.
and I told the people, don't settle,
All right.
because we have something bigger. Only settle if you
Yeah, it's the week after.
voter ID.
JOLTS, then we got retail sales, ISM, NFP, unemployment rate. Yeah. But this week is not much. It's going to be pretty much dictated by what this guy says.
182 years ago, a man discovered the paperclip.
Ah.
It was so simple. And everybody that looked at it say, why didn't I think of that? ICE was my idea.
ETH is pumping as well.
First person I called was Tom Homan. I said, what do you think? He said, I think it's great. Then I talked to
I see some of these altcoins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put out a statement and I
Okay.
asked them, would it be possible to take off the mask? Because they should wear a mask when they're dealing with the murderers and the thugs left and let it go.
You said there's many points of agreement with Iran right now. What, can you give us a...
Many, like 15 points. 15 points. Well, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. That's number one. That's number 1, 2, and 3. They will never have a nuclear weapon. They've agreed to that.
When we see arrests, are we blocking arrests at airports, sir?
Arrests.
When we see ICE arresting legal migrants.
Yeah, that's why the Democrats are gonna crazy, because they've allowed, by what they did, and hold up, we put ICE, who are a very high level, I mean, they really are a high level group of people. And they love it because they're able to now arrest illegals as they come into the country.
I see the 10 year.
That's very fertile territory, but that's not why they're there. They're
Now oil's really going down. It's down 10%. And the 10 year
there.
moved up quite aggressively over recent weeks. Pricing in, trying to price in higher than expected inflation due to this war. If you see the war continuing and oil spiking, this is going to go above 5% easily. It's gonna spike really high,
And there'll also be
and there'll be rate hikes back on the table, because on Friday there was traders was pricing in 50% chances of hikes. So this thing needs to end quite quick, man.
automatically a regime change.
Otherwise, the effects are going to be seen in on the grocery store.
Be very reasonable, very solid. The people within know who they are. They're very respected, and maybe one of them will be exactly what we're looking for. Look at Venezuela, how well that's working out.
Okay, 30 minutes and pretty much the price has done nothing.
With oil and the relationship between the president-elect and us, and
Yeah, I might not get a setup today, guys.
So you're giving me more, lower the price of oil while
the price of oil will drop like a rock as soon as the deal is done. I guess it already is today. No, we have a very serious chance of making a deal.
There you go.
Doesn't guarantee anything. I'm not guaranteeing anything.
Price of oil will drop like a rock, he says.
You will say, oh, you said, I didn't say anything. All I'm saying is, we are in the throes of a real possibility of making a deal. And I think if I were a betting man, I'd bet for it. But again, I'm not guaranteeing anything. They want to make a deal very badly. Thank you.
What change is really like to see in DHS under Mark Wayne?
Well, he's going to be fantastic. He'll make his own change. He's already given me a list of people he wants to bring. He's a fantastic guy. I think he's just the right guy. You all know him. He's a very open, smart guy, very successful actually in business, which people don't know. And he's a friend of mine. I think Mark Wayne is going to be fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, he's gone.
They made a mistake. It's a dangerous business. That's terrible. Thank you.
Well, you have President Donald Trump getting ready to leave Florida to head to Tennessee for an anti-crime event. He spoke to reporters there on the tarmac. He talked about the...
Okay. He's gone. SES. Why is this like this? Once. Bit of a move down, not sure how far down it's going to go. Yeah, I'm looking at this pivot here. It's another 178 points. It's going to take a while for this to manifest. If it does get down there. We'll wait. But if it doesn't happen in the next maybe like 20 minutes or so, in this next half an hour candle, I think I'm gonna probably just sign off. Wait for the PM. See what happens. Maybe we'll find something in the PM instead. Let's check out some crypto coins. They're all looking the same. Man, this looks the same. Its fractals are so similar. The way they're playing out. Doge. Let's check out Solana. What the hell happened here? I don't think that's real. Let's have a look on another Solana exchange. Yeah. Oh, look at ADA. Man, ADA's so bearish. This thing is probably going to fall to like 10 cents. Yeah, the memes are really bearish. Man, some of these coins got obliterated. XRP is a fun favorite. Is it going to come down to 75 cents? I'll probably buy this thing if it comes down there. Back down to 75. That'll be a really nice pump. 2-3x. Yeah, looking for some long-term opportunities in the crypto market. I think we're going to get something really nice soon. Yeah. If I see a pump and a retrace back, I think I'll buy that coin as well. Or if this comes back down to like $5, I'll be a buyer. Yeah, in Elliott wave, they've called this a triangle. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, then A, B, C, D, E, and then you go up for your third wave. So that'd be 1 into 2 into the second wave is correction is a triangle by the looks of it, and then you get the big wave 3. But there'll be sub waves in the bigger larger wave 3. Yeah, Paige, this is looking like a no trade day for me. Yeah. Yeah, nothing for me to really trade here. Man, if I see this, definitely be buying this. This is going to be monster for the next bull market, in my opinion. This is like the most useful chain in whole crypto, by the way. $23 by October, crash down. Yeah, market's starting to pump. Yeah, don't force anything. There's no need to. Really no need to. Let the market do its thing. You can come back in the PMC if you can grab a pullback. But I'm not grabbing. I'm letting the market develop some pricing here. So, for example, what I will do is just wait. Unless I get this pivot, I'll look for a long. If I don't, then I'll just wait until this takes a daily high, puts in some new market structure. Then I'll be looking to long another support level, because that for me means this is a trend day. So I'll be longing a pullback, hoping or relying, leaning on the bulls to keep the market moving higher in a trendy fashion, if that makes sense. So we don't need to be chasing this market at all. Let us do this thing. We got another. We just opened. We've got another 4, 5, 6 hours yet. Really no need. Yep, trying to defend exactly. Pretty crazy the look of this, eh? Watch this. Let me just toggle everything off. Look how simple this is. All it did is take out previous day lows, pumped, took out previous day highs, then went straight back down. That liquidity is king. Okay, let me see. A sec. That's the weekly high. Yeah, for me, major liquidity level is going to be up here, 700s. Give me a sec, guys. All right. This thing is getting really pumpy, eh? It's the Bitcoin. I mean, I like the longs, but they're not part of my trading system. Like for me, yeah, the longs look better. Of course they look better. They're in control. But I don't have a pivot to trade from, so I cannot trade this because the moment I take a long, it's just going to come back 50, 60 points against me and stop me out. So I can't long up here. I have to wait for a pullback to get in. So I still favor the longs, but I just haven't got a pivot. I mean, the only pivot I could have traded from was that pivot here when we opened, but I was looking for lower pricing, a little bit lower pricing. And we didn't get it. Check this one. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I'll be there soon, because I don't think I'll be finding much here today. I used to do that a lot though, Paige. I used to do that a lot when I first started as well. Like, yeah, you know, bulls this looks amazing. Let's just get in on this trend, you know. Bulls look stronger. The moment I got in, you know, I'd get in up here. This looks so strong. It's gonna take the highs, yeah, and it'll just do that, and then I'll get wrecked. So I only trade strong pivots. I'm not trading pivots that for me don't make any sense. Yeah, I have very strict trading system, and that's the only thing I'm gonna go by. That's the only thing that works for me. So yeah, that's what I adhere to. I'll be letting myself down if I went along this right now, even though it probably will play out. It probably will take these highs now. Like I said, bulls needed to maintain market structure here. And maybe I could have played that pivot, but for me, I was looking for a little bit lower pricing. I thought at the open, at least, I think, you know, bears have a chance to at least knock some, you know, some liquidate some longs, you know, but really didn't have any strength at all. And the orange man started speaking pretty quickly, so. Yeah, that's pretty much most of the game. Discipline and strict rules. I'd say 75%, 80% is discipline, your strict rules and sizing. I think sizing is underestimated by most people. I think sizing is the number one most important thing in trading. After you've developed an edge in the market, it's all sizing. Sizing dictates for me your psychology. If you're oversized, you're going to be tilted. It's going to fuck with your psychology most of the time because you're too over leveraged. You should never be putting on a trade which is too big and you can't afford to lose it. Yeah. Especially in the props fund space, people just rush. Even I rush it. Evals, I rush them because at some point, you know, the time factor is very important as well when you get to a certain level. So you got to pass them quickly. But when you're trading real accounts, a 50k account, your real size, your account size is $2,000, right? That's your account size. Even 5% of that is pretty large. That's why I want, you know, pretty much the lowest I go to is a B setup, right? Nothing lower than B. Ideally, I want A's only, but you know, because you're risking 5%, that's a pretty large size to risk. Ideally is 1%, but you pretty much can't risk 1% even with a micro because my stops are 50 points, 50, 60 points. So even if I lose on one micro, it's like $120, which is more than 5% of the account. So I got to be very selective on the trades I take. People are trading 3-4 micros. It's too big, in my opinion, depending on obviously your stop size. If you're a scalper, it's a different thing because your stops are like 10 points, 15 points. It's different, so you can size up. But if you're using 50-point stops like I do, your sizing has to be 1 micro. It has to be. It just can't be bigger than that. If it's bigger than that, you might get lucky. It's gambling, in my opinion. That's not real trading. If you want longevity in this business, you got to have a strict, you got to have a proper procedure in place. If you want quick home runs, and you want to gamble, get that adrenaline, be my guest. You can do it. Okay, market is going for the daily highs. Big sizing, have big hero day. Hero days are for influencers to show P&L. That's it. Once you're a very, very experienced trader, I'm talking about, 7, 8 years in the game, then yeah, you can start increasing your risk. Dynamic risk profiling comes into it. But when you're first starting, you're trying to become profitable, whatever, you got to keep your risk consistent. Dynamic risk is for very, very, very high elite level traders. Like, we are not at that level yet, So we have to keep our risk very consistent. I mean, we want to be profitable for 2, 3, 4, 5 years before we get to that level. And then we can start doing different things. Holding massive runners, holding overnight trades in real accounts, things like that. There's a lot more to it. Yeah, easily influenced. Yeah, the whole world's easily influenced. Yeah, I think S&P 500 is gonna hit the 66, 65 level. Okay. ES looks a bit weak though. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna give this probably another five or so minutes. I'm not gonna get my pivot today. Um, just in here to guys to just like answer some questions. Throw some golden nuggets at you guys. I don't think I'm gonna get a trade, so I'm gonna pretty much get out of here within the next 5-10 minutes. Let's see where gold's at. Oh, gold's turned green. Wow. What a bounce. What a bounce, man. That's crazy. Oh, we're sold on the daily. Damn. Wow, silver got a massive bounce as well. That's crazy. DXY pulling back. Man. Passed your eval, K-Dog. Well done, bro. Amazing. Passing eval is easy, says K-Dog. Yeah. His levels against so well respected, eh? Amazing. Yeah. Just small profits, bro. One micro. That's the way you gotta do it. One micro. Keep your risk sizing small. You can literally make $5,000 to $6,000 a month pretty easily if you keep your risk small. Yep, new 30-minute calendar is open. Yeah, not going to really get anything. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to sit this one out today. Got no levels to trade from. If this pivot comes into play, I'll take it. If not, I'm going to be waiting for the PM to see how this price develops. See if I can get in on a pullback. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing today. No trades. But yeah, thank you all for joining the stream. And I'm gonna sign off and wait for the PM, I think. All right. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. Thanks for watching. Peace.